Suburban politician Tiffany Henyard threw a bash this weekend. She's trying to silence her critics amidst an ongoing federal investigation into her spending and leadership.
Hey guys, hey! It's your super Mayor Tiffany Henyard.
It's not Tiffany.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard is facing renewed scrutiny over an $85,000 event that has ignited widespread controversy amid her town's significant financial deficit. Concerns are being raised about the use of taxpayer funds for what many see as a lavish gathering. Public outrage has intensified following leaked footage of the mayor hosting this extravagant party, particularly as the town struggles with millions of dollars in debt. Henyard's actions have drawn sharp criticism, indicating that the era of unchecked expenditures may soon be coming to an end.
And for those that don't know, let me make sure I'm crystal clear about this. I ain't never took a damn thing in my life. So I want to make sure y'all hear that mama.
Mayor Tiffany Henyard is once again at the center of controversy as she leads both Dalton Village and Thornton Township. She recently organized a large-scale event called Taste of Thornton Township, featuring performances by a rapper and an R&B artist. However, this decision has faced backlash from her colleagues, who have now canceled any future events of this kind. While Henyard seemed to enjoy the event, sharing videos on social media of herself singing and dancing, her actions have raised eyebrows throughout the community. Many residents and officials are questioning her priorities, with one former trustee harshly criticizing the event and calling it a failure. Adding to the controversy, Henyard's mid-August Facebook post, in which she referred to herself as both the super mayor and the people's mayor, has been seen as tone-deaf in light of the public's growing frustration. Despite her eagerness to showcase her leadership, it appears her team did not share that enthusiasm, further intensifying the criticism of her administration. The costs for the Taste of Thornton Township event were substantial. Reports indicate that the administration paid $30,000 for R&B artist Keek Wyatt and another $20,000 for rapper Jay Holiday, totaling $50,000 just for entertainment. Additionally, $6,600 was spent on bouncy houses, along with significant expenses for sound systems, staff, and equipment. According to WGM, these expenditures have only contributed to the mounting criticism of Henyard's leadership. The cost of the event exceeded $85,000, raising significant concerns, especially since it attracted only 65 to 70 attendees. This gathering was not an isolated incident. On September 1, 2024, Mayor Henyard hosted another party, this time at a skating rink that is part of a larger commission project, which already had a staggering initial cost. These decisions have prompted questions about the administration's fiscal responsibility given the town's ongoing financial challenges. A recent investigation by WGN revealed that the skating rink project alone cost an astounding $269,000. Adding to the controversy, WGN had to file a lawsuit against Dalton to obtain credit card records from Henyard's administration. When these records were finally released, they revealed a shocking $177,000 spent at a roller skate wholesaler. This expenditure has alarmed many residents, particularly in light of the town's serious fiscal struggles. The decision to allocate such a large sum for roller skates has drawn intense criticism and raised serious concerns about the mayor's priorities and financial management. Trustee Tammy Brown openly criticized Henyard regarding the skating rink project, accusing her of neglecting the facility despite having strongly advocated for its creation. Brown expressed her disappointment over the handling of the project, further fueling public frustration. Concerns are mounting regarding Mayor Tiffany Henyard's push for the skating rink, which is now hardly utilized and poorly maintained. Trustee Tammy Brown has highlighted this issue, pointing out that despite the rink's promotion, it often stands empty. Skycam 9 captured footage of the rink on a pleasant Friday evening, typically a time for bustling activity, but instead revealed an almost deserted facility, underscoring the underutilization of a project with such a hefty price tag. This situation has intensified scrutiny of Henyard's leadership and fiscal decisions. Once a centerpiece of her ambitious plans, the skating rink now resembles more of a ghost town than a community hub. Despite significant funds invested in the project, it remains largely unused, further fueling public frustration. Brown has also noted that the rink doesn't maintain regular operating hours, questioning its effectiveness. Moreover, she argued that the extravagant expenses for high-profile performers were unnecessary. If Henyard had aimed to uplift the community, Brown believes she could have chosen to support local talent instead. This decision to bring in well-known artists appears to be more about enhancing her public image, particularly on social media, rather than genuinely serving the needs of the town. In response to the criticism, Henyard defended her actions during the event, claiming that the festivities were all for the babies. However, this explanation was met with skepticism by many community members, further intensifying the perception that her priorities may be misaligned. In an attempt to further justify her decisions, Mayor Tiffany Henyard referred to herself in the third person, stating, "They don't show you this side of Tiffany Henyard, the productivity." She also claimed that the funds for the event came from her own pocket, a statement many find hard to believe given the scale of the spending. This disconnect between her defense and public sentiment has deepened the controversy surrounding her administration's management of public funds. Henyard suggested that the criticism stemmed from the event's branding as the Friends of Tiffany Henyard Picnic, which coincidentally shares the name of her political campaign. This connection led many to perceive the event as primarily a public relations effort, especially in light of recent controversies and allegations surrounding her administration. Critics argue that the timing and branding indicate a strategic move to bolster her public image rather than a genuine attempt to benefit the community. Despite Henyard's assertions of productivity, the event failed to attract a significant crowd, leaving many attendees dissatisfied. Former trustee Valeria Stubbs was particularly critical, describing the event as a flop. This sentiment reflects broader community discontent with the event's outcome and raises further questions about the effectiveness and intentions behind Henyard's recent initiatives. Resident Jennifer Roberts expressed her outrage to WGN upon learning the extent of the expenditure for the event, stating, "I was pissed off. That's my money. That's the people's money." Another resident, Shore Britton, criticized Mayor Henyard, calling her a narcissist and suggesting that she would continue her controversial actions despite mounting criticism. Britton likened Henyard's behavior to that of an MMA fighter who fights to the end, even predicting that her tenure might only conclude with serious legal repercussions. The community's response reflects a mix of frustration, skepticism, and disapproval, indicating widespread discontent with the mayor's management of public funds. Henyard is now facing increasing scrutiny over allegations of misusing taxpayer money, with subpoenas issued in both Dalton and Thornton Township as part of a federal investigation. The situation has become particularly dramatic in Dalton, where Henyard's leadership is under heavy criticism, with some locals labeling her a dictator, showcasing deep dissatisfaction with her governance. Compounding the controversy, a report conducted by former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot revealed significant and questionable expenditures by Dalton, including a staggering $43,000 spent on Amazon in a single day, raising eyebrows about the nature of these purchases. Amid these revelations, Dalton's financial situation remains precarious, and Henyard's leadership is contributing to significant divisions within the boards of both Dalton and Thornton. The situation underscores a broader crisis of trust and accountability within Mayor Tiffany Henyard's administration. Tensions in Thornton Township escalated dramatically during a recent meeting that resembled a reality TV showdown. Henyard's leadership has faced intense criticism, culminating in the trustees' decision to deny approval for several events, including Gospel Fest, House Fest, and even Bingo. This decision comes amid concerns about the town operating without an officially approved budget, fueling worries about financial mismanagement. Trustee Chris Gonzalez voiced his frustration, emphasizing the need for proper budgeting before any further spending. He criticized Henyard for what he described as reckless financial decisions, highlighting the excessive expenditures over the past month. The trustees also rejected payments for various items and services, signaling a firm stance against the administration's lavish spending. The mounting discontent among the trustees and the broader community indicates that Henyard's financial practices are increasingly under fire. In response to the criticism, Henyard did not remain silent. According to CBS Chicago, she fiercely defended her administration during a recent meeting, accusing her colleagues of obstructing progress and failing to offer constructive ideas. Her reaction turned the political discourse into what some observers might describe as a reality TV-style showdown, adding further drama to the already contentious situation. The situation in Thornton has taken a serious turn, with the village's extravagant spending leading to significant financial repercussions. The local bank has demanded that Thornton close its account and seek financial services elsewhere, highlighting the severity of the mismanagement issues. This ultimatum leaves the village with just 60 days to transfer its funds and address the banking crisis, emphasizing the urgent need for resolution and stability amid mounting financial and administrative challenges. The financial situation in Thornton has deteriorated to the point where even the banks are expressing their frustration. Beyond the issues of excessive spending, Mayor Tiffany Henyard has reportedly refused to sign crucial checks totaling millions of dollars. When Jason House, the mayor pro tem, attempted to intervene and address the financial crisis, Henyard's team allegedly contacted the bank to claim that the signatures on the checks were fraudulent. The circumstances have reached a critical point, with Henyard's actions drawing significant criticism. Spending $25,000 on a party while the village faces millions in debt has been widely perceived as an egregious misuse of funds, particularly given her ongoing federal investigation. This extravagant expenditure, combined with her handling of the town's finances, has led many to question how long authorities will allow her to operate unchecked. The community's frustration reflects a growing sense of urgency regarding the need for accountability and reform. The demand for accountability and resolution amid mounting financial and legal challenges is growing. One resident expressed frustration, stating, "She has bankrupted the entire city while still giving away food, renting bouncy houses for kids, and spending $155,000 on roller skates. She needs to understand that she is breaking the law. Jail is her future." Another individual added, "How long will it take for the state of Illinois to arrest a criminal? The world may never know." The situation in Thornton is increasingly alarming, with a combination of reckless spending, financial mismanagement, and alleged obstruction of financial processes leading to a significant crisis. Given the severity of the circumstances, including a federal investigation and the bank's drastic actions, it's difficult to predict when or if Mayor Tiffany Henyard will face legal consequences. The community's call for accountability is entirely understandable, and many are closely watching to see how authorities will respond to these issues. The resolution may depend on ongoing investigations and legal proceedings. For now, it remains uncertain how the situation will unfold and what actions will be taken to address the numerous allegations and financial problems facing the town.